Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm glad that you are going to be taking a look at Loop and what it has to offer. So here we go. Sorry, this is a little cluttery, but I felt like it was necessary and it was relevant. So my name is James. I'm a sophomore computer science major at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and I recently spent the whole entire weekend developing this new app called Loop. What Loop is it is a way to make news more accessible for everybody. I love to try and follow the news, but I get most of my news from like social media apps such as Instagram, where I'll see that a musician that I like is making new music, which is great. But then I'll keep scrolling and I'll spend an hour looking at memes or some other stuff that just wastes my time. So it's hard for me to stay in the loop with with current events. I could go to the Wall Street Journal or New York Times and you know check out the news there, but guess what? I'll have to spend a 10, 15, $20 a month subscription. That's ridiculous. So I wanted to cut all the middlemen and create a nice, reliable, short, concise, simple, and convenient news app for everybody to use anywhere. So this is Loop, and this is the starting screen. This is the logo, and let's show you the preview that I actually made of the app. So you start up here, and it loads in, and it says, "Hi, I'm Loop. I keep track of your interests and save you precious time that would otherwise be spent on advertisers and social media. All you have to input is your first name in this app. It's very simple. It's very convenient. It's built for the consumer. So yeah, you check, and this is your landing page. So as you see it here, there's another screenshot of the landing page I put on the left just so I could go through it. Basically, in Loop, everything is built up out of interests. These four things here are your interests, and what you do is every single day, what happens is all of your interests, no matter how many you have, they get sent to Bing Search 7, which is a web scraper for news sources. And what it does is it summarizes the daily news on each of these things that you're interested in. You don't have to waste time going through, subscription services or predatory monetization schemes or spend an hour looking through memes. You can just see what you're interested in every single day. So here we go in it now. You can see I typed in football as one of the, I typed in American football because I'm in America. So I'll go more into that in a second, but you can check, and there's sources right there. Everything you see, the source, it's amazing, and you're able to type in whatever genre you would like, which I'll get into in a second. But what happens is you type in a genre that you're interested in, it sends it to ChatGPT, where it generates 10 to 15 subtopics based on relevance, location, what's trending news for that subject. So that's how it knew that football was American football for me, because I live in America. But everyone from anywhere could find use out of this app. So, anyways, as you see here, I'm creating a brand new topic now, and I want basketball. You can put anything you want, literally anything in, and if there's relevant news, it will take it and summarize it for you. And as you can see, it's talking about Duke facing off against Kentucky and in basketball. I don't know a bunch about basketball, and it gives you the news. It says it was posted today on November 11th, which is phenomenal. You have up-to-date sources. It gives you all the sources. It's very, very useful. And then I just put in McDonald's just as another thing, and then I threw in another one because I'm sure people would want to see political stuff any day. And something else that I hadn't mentioned is that you can do short, medium, or long, depending on how long you want your summaries to be. Because if you just want like a pretty short, like maybe like paragraph long summary, you can get it right then and there. But if you want something a little longer, then you can have that too. Everything's accessible to you on Loop. So one of the biggest features that are a big, or well, first you can see we're just talking about the E. coli cases, which have been linked to McDonald's onions, and I heard about that. I was in the Quarter Pounders, but especially if I was a parent and I knew that there was E. coli in the cheeseburgers at McDonald's, or at least the Quarter Pounders, I would want to know that immediately so that I could make sure my children aren't eating the McDonald's at that time, because I'd care about them and make sure they want to stay safe. So right here, this button at the bottom, it allows you to add push notifications to to your interests. And this is a huge selling point of the product, okay? So basically, it also summarizes it just right here, but just for me to summarize it, because why not? You're able to tap on each interest that you're interested in, and when it refreshes as like the daily news, what it does is it checks if there's a surge in news on a subject, and it will notify you if there is. So, for example, I was really interested in a musician's album a few weeks ago called Tyler, the Creator. That was his name. And I had no idea that he had new music coming out because I've been off social media, off Instagram. I had no idea. But if I'm subscribed to Tyler, the Creator new music, which I can literally just put in right here, very easy, it will tell me new news and it will update it every day. But if I have push notifications on, then if they see that there's a surge in Tyler, the Creator new music, it has reason to believe that there's new music from Tyler, the Creator coming out soon. So what Loop will do is notify me saying, hey, there's about a 90 to 95% chance that Tyler, the Creator is going to be releasing new music based off of these results. Come check. And what I'd do is I'd go into the app and I would see the newest news, I'd see the sources, and I'd be able to dive more into it. The purpose of this, the whole focus is that if you're interested in something, you would be able to know immediately. If the sources and the news articles are all reporting these new things, you will be the first one to know by being on Loop. So Loop will be working for you in the background essentially. Every day when it updates, you'll really be able to stay informed without wasting your time with anything you're not interested in or being just like pushed by advertisers. You can stay away from all of that and you can just, relax and have this nice simplistic UI. As you can see, the third button, it allows you to delete interests. And here I put in Taylor Swift because that was just a musician I could think of as an example of that previous thing I mentioned where right now it's talking about Taylor Swift's dad going to, they photobombed pictures and that's a big thing, but you can hit the notify button and put it there. And if news is being generated at a higher pace than average for Taylor Swift, it'll notify you. And putting in interests like Taylor Swift music and stuff like that will make it especially more prominent that you'll be able to find out exactly what you want immediately. I genuinely think that Loop is a massive improvement from the news sources we have today, and I think it is such an innovative idea, and I think it could seriously help streamline information in the future. But the reason I'm making a Kickstarter is it costs $100 to join the Apple Developer Program to be able to actually put it on the App Store. I'd be putting it on Android as well, the Google Play Store, but I would need $100 for that. And for each time I use these artificial intelligence APIs, it does cost a little bit of money. So I would really love to keep this app nice, simple, and free for anybody who uses it and is interested in it. So by being funded on Kickstarter, I would be able to keep this free as long as I possibly could and keep nice, short, reliable information available to people as much as possible in this world where the internet is filled with noise and propaganda and getting pushed products that you don't care about. I see the irony in that. But so thank you so much. I hope that you see what I see in this project. And I just please feel free to stay in the loop. No pun intended. But I plan to also release a website for Loop in order to join the waitlist so you can be updated on anything about it. That will be up under getloop.tech as the domain name. Right now it's Monday, November 11th, but that should be up by Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. So be on the lookout for that. Have a wonderful rest of your night or day or afternoon. Bye. I forgot to mention this final edition, but Loop actually won the best mobile app at Hack UMass yesterday, and I was the only solo project to win any category. So that proves that people want this app and they're impressed by it and they want to see where it goes in the future. So I hope that you agree and you want to see where this app goes. Thank you. All right, that's all.